Larson to the bottom of the track.
Slide job.
Trying to take the lead away.
Slide job. Almost.
There's no question that this young man can drive a race car.
It's worth noting this was the last true mile and a half before the playoffs. This was the time to show what you had.
It's a win for mullets all across the country. We've had 7 winners, and there's 9 playoff spots available.
Which one of the big 3 is the best car right now? Because it seems like each week one of them kind of shows up and outruns the others.
Wow! Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my man. What a race. What a great race.
Again today is Garage Takeover in the booth. You see the guys really getting ready right now.
It looks like, I think they're well prepared. They're just relaxing. This is what they do before they get ready to
talking,
go call
discussing, yep. And by the way, jeans and vintage racing t-shirts won the wardrobe poll. Mm-hmm. So that's what we'll see the guys in when they call the race. But no question they're going to have fun. 2 drivers and a crew chief. No broadcast professional with them. Sounds like a fantastic decision.
I think it's certainly a recipe that Rick Allen will have job security.
We can't wait to see what happens. All right, today Joey Logano looks for a 3rd career win at his home track. Logano hails from Middletown, Connecticut, roughly 3 hours from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. He spent time this week giving back to the area with his foundation's charity go-karting event. He'll roll off 19th. And Marty, are you with him?
I am, Krista. We're hanging out. We're talking about being from the Northeast, and you don't have very much of a Boston accent for a guy from Connecticut.
Well, it's because I'm from Connecticut, not
That's
from
a
Boston.
great point by you. But I do like how you say the word wicked is not used nearly enough.
I agree. Wicked is, I use that with my race car sometimes. You can be like wicked loose, wicked tight. That's past like really. There's really tight, right, and then there's wicked tight. And you hope not to be in the wicked area.
All right, let's chat about some of the cool things you did. The foundation stuff this week, very cool race, but Team Blaney won, and Blaney got the fastest lap, and you had to give him the award for the fastest lap.
The only thing worse than not winning a trophy is giving a trophy away. But it was a great event for the Joey Logano Foundation, and we did it at the Foxwood Resort and Casino, and it was a great time. We raised a bunch of money, raised over $200,000 for the foundation and for the Ronald McDonald House. So I was proud of that. It was a lot of fun, and no one got hurt at the go-kart race, which was very good. Some close calls, but we had a lot of fun, and we're hoping to race again today.
Tell me what the foundation, the core of it is, and this is really, you kind of centered it around the New Hampshire races for your biggest fundraisers.
Yeah, well, obviously being from Connecticut, going to, the Northeast, when we come up here to Loudon, just makes sense. And, we give second chances to kids in crisis. So, a lot of times, sometimes you may be born into not the greatest situation. You may not have the best parents, the best role models around you. And we focus with a lot of other organizations that help give these kids the tools and resources to become a contributing member of our society. So it's cool to see what people do with the second chance sometimes. I got a second chance with Team Penske in my career, and I know how I handled everything differently. And I know if everyone else has a second chance, they would do things different, and a lot of times you do better. So we're a big fan of giving second chances to kids and young adults to really make a difference in their lives.
All right, let's talk about the racing side of things a little bit. You guys are fairly comfortable with where you are in the championship standings. We don't come back to New Hampshire for a second time this year, so a little bit different. Is there still experimentation going on, though, to learn for other racetracks that might be in the playoffs?
Yeah, there is. I think anytime you go to a racetrack, you're trying to learn something. You're trying to figure something out. We tried to learn something in qualifying. That didn't go so well. So, lesson learned there. And you got to try things, though, because what worked here at Loudon last year is not going to work this year. You have to be able to keep moving forward and trying new things, not only as a driver, but with a car setup as well. And because the competition catches up so quickly, so you got to keep pushing and finding something new. And hopefully we made the right adjustments. I think we got our car better in practice yesterday to where I think we're close to a top 5 car. So hopefully everything goes right. We can get ourselves up there. We got a lot of cars to pass, and we don't know how long the race will be, right? So we may be racing to halfway. Who knows? So we got to push hard from the get-go and get as many spots as possible with our Shell Pennzoil Ford.
And we're amateur meteorologists. We think we're definitely racing today. By the way, you're the most popular guy. We will be racing. You're the most popular guy in the coach slot. Are these your cars? I mean, my goodness, where'd this come from?
Those are not my cars. It's a friend of ours, and they are pretty. These are Paganis, and I think we should race. You know what? That'd be great TV right now. They got treaded tires. We'll just go out on the track and race these things around. I bet the motorhome lot would be all right with that. We get a few drivers out there, and we'll beat him up. Let's go.
Put DJ in one, you in one. DJ would come down and race him.
I bet he would.
He would. The one we're looking at right there worth $3 million. That's crazy.
We got to look. If Rutledge is around, we got to be careful because he may crash it. DJ can drive one. I'll drive one. But Rutledge, he can ride in the passenger seat. Maybe with DJ, though, because he'll be a little loud for me.
There you go. All right. So we've set up the race. DJ, you're in, whether you want to be or not, but Rutledge is your passenger.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
You were nodding your head when they said.
As long as I get the car after I drive it. That's all that I'm after then. But yeah, I think it would be outstanding. What great looking vehicles.
I know. And what he said, the motorhome lot would be okay with it. I don't know if the owners of those cars.
Yeah, that's the
would
part
be
he
okay
didn't
with it.
address there. Yeah.
238 miles an hour. That's what I'm hearing? That's what
Not around here, but unbelievable.
Wow. Okay, so Joey, Joey is still the record for the youngest winner ever in series history. When he won here, if I remember right, it rained that day too.
Yes.
But what does Joey need? What are they missing right now?
Well, they have their win, so they've got that part, which is really, really good. But the thing that they're missing is they're not in championship form at this point in time yet. And Joey knows that. They know that there's work to do. You could hear him talk there. Hey, we don't know what exactly we might find here. There are no other racetracks like this, and talk about how difficult it is. But you never know when there's that shock that you change, that combination of a spring and a shock that you change that might spark something somewhere else on any type of track. I don't care if it's a 2.5 mile track like Indianapolis that's flat or exactly what it may be. But you keep working with that goal that we're going to make this better. And we have 7 weeks to make our race team and organization, our race cars better to where once the playoffs start, we're ready to go in championship form.
Well, no question, young fans from this area, Joey is someone they can look up to. For big kids like us, we look up to a guy named Nick. I think Rutledge has Nick's story. Yeah, the success of Joe Gibbs Racing at this track, phenomenal. They've won 5 of the last 6 races here, so Eric Jones, definitely one to watch. And when we come back, one to watch. Oh, he's doing it. Rutledge is getting in. What do we say? How much is that car? Only 100 of these were made. Rutledge is going to get in next. And Rutledge truly is everywhere. You just saw him talking with Martin Truex Jr. When we went to break, he was about to climb in, I believe, that car that Joey Logano talked about. Rutledge, you're in the car.
Krista, I have amazing news. I am indeed in the driver's seat of this beautiful Pagani Huayra. My buddy Jeff's here. He and his dad, they've got a pair of these, and I thought the one that was just a little bit flashier than the other. I don't know how to tell you guys this. There's no easy way to say it. They said who would end up driving this car when Marty was talking to Joey earlier, and it looks like I'm the winner. There's no easy way to say it. I'm in the car. I've got the keys. Dale, we will be happy to come pick you up. I think if we did 5 or 6 laps around the track with about 800 horsepower, I think we could get the track dried in, I'm going to say 12 minutes, conservatively.
I was just looking at my phone. I no text, no missed calls, nothing, Rut. I can't believe it.
Well, maybe it's because we're all still dressed up. If you were wearing a T-shirt, it would be easier for me to call you. But yeah, I think this is going to be a great day, guys. I've done a lot of thought, and I think it's time to go.
Yeah, I had no doubt that you would find your way and make your way into that car.
So you're going to do this. You're going to drive that car.
I think it's the right thing to do, Krista.
With the owner sitting next to you.
If you had access to a car like this, would you take it back right away?
It's like Ferris Bueller.
Neither would I.
Bye, Rut.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Rut, I don't know if you can hear us.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You can? Okay, so, hey, do you have time for a shout-out? Because Dale Jr. always gives shout-outs on Wednesday. Do you have a shout-out today?
Oh, my gosh, I love shout-outs. Yes, you know who I want to shout out to?
Who?
Dave the Bullet Smith. I feel like him right now. I saw him get fired out of a cannon yesterday, and that's how I feel right now.
There he is. That was at the Fisher Cats game.
It was, right at our hotel last night. Incredible.
Our crack statistician telling us what Dave Smith has been shot out of a cannon over 8,000 times in 15 different countries.
He looked like he knew what he was doing right there, but it was amazing.
Times.
Yeah, I don't know why you want to do that, but he's found his niche.
And I don't know why you would want to leave your television when we have great content like that for you from New Hampshire.
I think we've lost Rut for the day.
No, though. I know. Look, he's definitely hitting an interstate after this. We'll be back with more.